Hello and welcome back. I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And today we're jaw-jacking with Jarhead and Ginger. We had kind of a rough moving day a couple of days ago.
Yeah, we did.
We got up kind of early for us, about 8, and got ready and hit the road like a normal day. We were going from Washington into Montana, which is where we are now, in Montana. And Allison started getting some funny pain in her shoulder. So
I didn't think it was funny at all.
Okay, it wasn't funny pain,
No.
but started getting some weird pain in her shoulder. And it wasn't like she had taken a fall or anything, or slept on it and woke up with it feeling weird. It just kind of happened on the travel day. So we moved, about 3 hours?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
3 or 4 hours. And so we got here, got set up, and she could barely move her arm at this point. So we called around, and we actually had to take her in for an urgent care visit. Right.
So we go, first I call to the local urgent cares, and I had to leave messages pretty much with everybody, or they said they weren't taking anybody right now. And so we just decided to drive to the nearest ones because they weren't returning my messages, my calls. So we go to one and it's temporarily closed. And then we go to another one way across town that it said go to this location, and we get in there and there is a long wait. There were about 12 to 15 people maybe in the waiting room waiting to be seen. And we had dinner plans. We were here in Great Falls. We're visiting my friend. I was going to go over and sew with her, and they had invited us over for dinner. And when we got into that waiting room, I knew it wasn't going to happen. I tried to wait. The plan was to come here, take a shower, and get ready, go to their house, and then go to the urgent care the next day. But it was just too painful. I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep, so we went, like I said, to the urgent care. I was seen thinking maybe it was a rotator cuff because it was that kind of pain, but I hadn't, he said, I hadn't done anything to cause that pain.
I thought it was just going to be a pinched nerve, and they were just going to tell her that she has to, stretch it or move it around or whatever the case was.
Yep. So I get in there, and the doctor or the PA does some manipulation of my shoulder to see, exactly how I can move it, how I can't move it, how bad it hurts. And then sends me for x-rays. I got 3 x-rays. That was a lot of fun, having to rotate my shoulder different ways so that they could get the views they needed to see of it. X-ray came back clear, no sharp objects, no bone fragments or anything like that, no obvious injury. So the diagnosis was frozen shoulder. I had heard of that, didn't know much about it. I thought it only happened to old people.
It does only happen to old people.
Shucks, I'm old.
I had never heard of frozen shoulder. She texted me because she was back there, and she said the doctor thinks it's frozen shoulder, and I had no clue what that was, so I had to Google it. And if you Google it, it's not a very good prognosis.
No.
It says that it can take months or years to get over a frozen shoulder.
Right. I couldn't even lift my arm like that much, or raise it above my head. I couldn't do basic things that I needed to do, and of course it was my right hand, so he was having to do my hair for me. But they gave me a prescription for some cream to help with it, and that was it for that. And they also said what I had thought, I had plantar fasciitis. I had a lot of foot pain and was kind of thinking that's what it was, and she confirmed that diagnosis, so told me to just roll my feet with some tennis balls or whatever. And since I posted it on Facebook, a lot of my friends have sent me some very helpful information about the frozen shoulder and what to do, and about the plantar fasciitis and what to do. And that being said, I have implemented the exercises the doctor told me the first day, and the first night after the doctor manipulated my arm, it was so sore. It was so bad that night. I was crying.
She couldn't move. We were in the truck, and if the truck hit a bump, it would hurt her shoulder just from it moving.
Yeah,
we
I
actually,
was in tears.
Yeah, we actually talked about just going straight down back to Texas and getting in the Thousand Trails parks there, and just staying 3 weeks in, and going to another one for 3 weeks, because we figured it was going to be a few months at least process to get the joint unfrozen.
Yeah, they recommended physical therapy, and it's kind of hard to do that when you're traveling. So she said if you're going to keep traveling, then just do the exercises at home. Well, after all the advice I was given and all the prayers, thank you all who prayed for me, the next morning I felt so much better. I was actually able to go to my friend's house and do some sewing, and then I can move it a lot more. It's like almost back to normal already, and this was Saturday that it happened, and today is Tuesday, and that's just amazing how quickly I'm recovering from it. So we're still working on our route. We're in Great Falls. Tomorrow we head toward North Dakota, but still, it still hurts a little. So should we turn and go back to Texas so that I can do the physical therapy? Should we keep going and along our route, and I can just continue to actually do the exercises that they gave me and work on getting rid of the inflammatory foods. Yeah, big decision here.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we're kicking around right now. It'd be really cool. Leave a comment down below, especially maybe some of our nursing friends. Maybe you have some different insight than most of the rest of us. So you could leave a comment down below and tell her what you think she should do. Hurry up and get somewhere that she can stay for a while, or just continue to do them and monitor, or whatever the case is.
Right. So if we do proceed, we're heading into North Dakota, and we haven't really planned what we're going to do there or where we're going to stay. We're booking our campgrounds or our one-night stops last minute, because we're booked in Wisconsin in mid-August, but we didn't have any Thousand Trails between there, so we're kind of just trying to fill in and go through North Dakota and Minnesota. So if you have any places that you recommend for us to check out or to stay in North Dakota or Minnesota before we head into Wisconsin, leave that in the comments. Help us out and let us know your favorite places to visit there, what we should see.
Yeah, we've been to both of those states before, but never really stopped and did anything. We were just on our way through, going somewhere else when we've gone through these states. So yeah, if we do continue to go on our normal planned route, which is east across, pretty much across the top of the US, then yeah, definitely put down where some good things for us to check out along our route. That would be awesome.
Right. And then after Wisconsin, we're going to just continue going east and into Pennsylvania, and then start heading down toward North Carolina, stopping in Maryland and seeing a good friend. And from North Carolina, we're going to stop in Georgia and then make it back to Texas as quickly as possible to get ready for the upcoming grandbaby.
Yeah, so we'll be there. When do we get back to Texas? Do you remember?
The last week in October.
Yeah, so we'll be back in Texas in October.
Just in time for the Houston Quilt Festival the last weekend in October. So if you're a quilter and you're going to the Houston Quilt Festival, let me know. Maybe we can meet up.
You need somebody to go with you to that anyway.
Well, I have somebody to go with me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The more the merrier, I guess.
Of course.
All right, guys. Well, tomorrow is move day again for us. So hopefully we don't have any hiccups like we did on the last move day. That was a long move day too, guys. Like I said, we started about 8 in the morning. We didn't get back in the RV until after her after her doctor thing until after 9 o'clock at night. So it was like about 9:30 we finally got back to the RV, and we just grabbed fast food on the way. It was really long, bad day. So
Yes.
I guess we figured we'd jaw jack a little bit about that and bounce all that off of you, so we could get rid of all those bad vibes for tomorrow.
And do you have anything that you'd like to hear us jaw jack about? Any certain topic? Leave it in the comments. Give us something to talk about.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around till the end. We'll see you next time on Jaw Jacking with Jarhead and Ginger.
Bye.
Bye.